Whether you're a pro or a complete newbie to creatine, you probably don't want to use outdated information on how to take it. So by the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly how to take creatine based on all the latest science. Hi, I'm Picturefit, and I just want to make straightforward and honest fitness content that actually helps you out. So that means you won't catch me pushing any overpriced or overhyped fitness products. Well, with the price of Nintendo Switch 2 games these days, maybe that'll change. For now, I'll need to stick with the boring, outdated concept of being objective. Speaking of outdated, let's talk about taking creatine. That's right, even one of the most well-established dietary supplements of all time can get updates. Now, to be upfront, there aren't many changes in the patch notes, but there is one major change you need to know, especially if you took creatine before and didn't get much out of it. So with the help of all our amazing science nerds, let's break down the absolute best way to take creatine. Let's start with something that hasn't changed since the beginning, and that's the best type of creatine to take. Now, others might sound sexier, fancier, or even have more capital letters, but they all fall short compared to the undisputed creatine GOAT, creatine monohydrate. Monohydrate has the most scientific evidence to support it, and it's not even close. Who knows if things will change in the future, but right now, monohydrate is the way to go. But now let's go ahead and talk about change. The major update to creatine has to do with how much you take per day. The common recommendation was to take around 3 to 5 grams a day. But now the patch notes suggest tailoring our creatine dose to our body weight, with research generally recommending about 0.1 grams of creatine per kilogram of body weight per day. For most people, this works out to about 6 to 10 grams per day, essentially double the previous recommendation. That's a big change, especially considering we've heard 3 to 5 grams for decades. But the thing is, creatine does have about a 20% rate of non-responders, people that see little to no benefit from taking creatine. But maybe some of them simply aren't taking enough. And for those of you that have seen benefits, maybe a higher dose can lead to even better benefits. So this is definitely one of the biggest changes to creatine recommendations we've seen in a very long time. That said, there's another dose-related change, and it has to do with creatine loading. You see, physiologically, the effects of creatine takes a bit to kick in after you start taking it. That's because it really only works once our muscles are sufficiently saturated with creatine, which can take days or even weeks. If we want to saturate things faster, then we can load or take more creatine up front. It's kind of like using a fast charger to charge your phone more quickly. Now, what hasn't changed is the recommended dose for creatine loading, which is to take about 20 to 25 grams per day for the first 5 to 7 days. But in the latest patch notes, creatine loading essentially went from being an optional strategy to a generally good idea. That's because recent meta-analyses show that creatine loading consistently outperformed not loading in terms of performance gains. It's not a massive difference, but enough to make loading a bit more worth your time. And even if you don't see greater benefits, the worst thing that can happen is that you sadly see quicker benefits. Quite a tragedy. And that covers the biggest updates on how to take creatine. If you know everything else about taking creatine, then at this point, you're pretty much good to go. But since Mario Kart World isn't gonna pay for itself, please keep watching anyway. Okay, with the big stuff covered, let's now quickly touch on a few other points. Now, these points haven't changed much, but with the change in dosage, maybe things will be different in the future, but for now, this is what we know. 1, there's no added benefit to taking creatine at a specific time of day. Your goal is to keep creatine saturation high, and that simply requires consistently taking it. Take it whenever it suits you best. 2, there's no benefit to coming on and off or cycling creatine. 3, both creatine in powder and capsule forms are great. 4, you do not have to take creatine with any other substances, but if you're taking creatine powder, mixing it in something warm or acidic like orange juice can help it dissolve better. Now let's talk safety. Creatine is not a steroid and is considered one of the safest dietary fitness supplements you can take. The only consistently documented side effect is a slight increase in water retention, leading to a bit of bloating. However, this is mostly a temporary effect for the first few weeks and is generally harmless. But how that impacts your choice is up to you. And finally, we have to talk about creatine and hair loss. Straight up, no direct scientific evidence has ever shown creatine causing hair hair loss. The only study that ever hinted at this found creatine might increase a hormone called DHT. DHT does in fact contribute to hair loss, but only if you're already genetically predisposed to it. So, based on a single indirect study, at most, creatine might accelerate hair loss only if you were gonna lose it anyway. But again, how this impacts your choice is up to you. And with that, you now know all you need to know on how to take creatine based on the latest science. It's pretty straightforward, I think, and definitely a great fitness supplement. Personally, creatine is in my top 3 supplements. I wish I took more consistently. Hope these new updates help you experience new benefits. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it an updated thumbs up and share it with your creatine-loving friends. Subscribe for more and let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you for watching and don't forget to get your protein.